Pain has a purpose. Not everything that breaks you is meant to bury you. Some things break you to awaken you, to strip you of illusions, to carve out the weakness you've been hiding behind. Life isn't always cruel. Sometimes it's just honest in ways you weren't prepared for. You see, everyone wants to rise, but nobody wants the fall that makes you strong enough to get up. We spend years avoiding discomfort, dodging pain, chasing shortcuts and quick wins. But what if the very thing you're avoiding is the thing that was sent to build you? What if the thing standing in your way is actually the way, that obstacle in front of you? That's not the end. That's the beginning of who you're meant to become. Every successful person you admire, every titan, every visionary, every groundbreaker, wasn't gifted some mystical key. They weren't spared the struggle, they were introduced to it. And instead of running, they walked into the fire. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." But those 10,000 ways, they were obstacles. And each one was another invitation to quit. Another moment where doubt says, "You've done enough." But he knew something we forget. The resistance is the proof you're in the right place. The obstacle isn't there to stop you. It's there to reveal you. So what do? You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" The way forward isn't always a straight line. It's a storm, and you weren't built to escape it. You were built to endure it. Hard times are not punishment. They are preparation. Every setback, every rejection, every closed door, it's sculpting you, sanding down your ego, tempering your mind, sharpening your will. This is what most people never understand. They see the pain and turn away. They see the work and choose distraction. But the ones who rise, they lean into the pain. They choose discipline over ease. They show up when it's thankless, stay focused when it's noisy, and speak truth when it's easier to stay silent. Because they know the obstacle is the test, and the test is not there to see if you're perfect. It's there to see if you're committed. So stop waiting for the path to get easier. Instead, become the person who's stronger. The mind is a weapon, but it's also a wall. If you fill it with fear, it will trap you. If you train it with courage, it will free you. So every thought matters. Every moment matters. Every response matters. Life is not about what happens. It's about what you do with what happens. You can't always control the waves, but you can control your stance. You can't predict the wind, but you can adjust your sails. This is how legends are made, not in peace, but in pressure. When Nelson Mandela walked out of that prison after 27 years, he didn't walk out bitter. He walked out with vision. That obstacle, the cage, the pain, the isolation, it didn't crush him. It carved him. And maybe your obstacle is carving you. Maybe that heartbreak isn't there to destroy your faith in love, but to teach you to love yourself first. Maybe that failure in business wasn't proof you're not enough. It was your invitation to mastery. Maybe being broke wasn't a curse, but the lesson you needed to respect wealth. The obstacle is not the enemy. It is the forge. Every hero you've ever read about was once brought to their knees by something they thought they couldn't overcome. But they stood up anyway, not because they weren't afraid, but because they refused to let fear be the final word. You are not here to coast. You are here to confront. So the next time life pushes you down, don't just get back up. Rise with clarity. Rise with intention. Rise with fire in your chest that says, "This will not be the end of me." That obstacle isn't your opponent. It's your origin story. Because once you go through the hard thing, nothing else can scare you. And once you master your mindset, your circumstances lose control over you. You think the storm is coming for you? You are the storm, and it's time the world remembered your name. Keep walking, right through the fire, right through the doubt, right through the walls. Because the obstacle is the way, if you're brave enough to face it. There's something else they don't tell you about obstacles. They don't shrink. You grow. You stretch. You dig into places inside yourself you didn't know existed. And what was once impossible becomes inevitable. That voice that once trembled now speaks with thunder. That weakness that once controlled you now bows to your will. Because you've been tested, refined, proven. The world respects power, but it worships resilience. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind. The kind that shows up every day without applause. The kind that keeps promises made in silence. The kind that rebuilds again and again, no matter how many times it gets knocked down. You can fake confidence, but you cannot fake character. And character is built when life squeezes you, when you've got every reason to give up and you rise anyway. That's when you stop chasing motivation, because now you've become the source of it. People will ask, how did you do it? How did you survive that? How did you keep going when everything was falling apart? And you'll smile, not because it was easy, but because you finally understand. The obstacle wasn't punishment. It was preparation. It wasn't holding you back. It was pushing you forward. And now you don't fear the hard moments anymore. You welcome them because you've seen what happens when you lean in. You've tasted the power on the other side of persistence. And you've realized this life doesn't reward the talented. It rewards the tenacious. So face the obstacle, not with fear, but with faith. Because if you're brave enough to face it, you'll find out it was never blocking your path. It was building it. And that's when the shift happens. Not out there, in here. Your identity rewrites itself. You stop seeing problems as punishment. You start seeing them as blueprints, lessons, compass points. You become the kind of person who doesn't just endure adversity. You invite it, knowing it has something to offer. Every challenge becomes a mirror, showing you who you were and what you must become. The loss becomes wisdom. The rejection becomes redirection. The delay becomes discipline. Because now you've built a mindset so strong, even fear respects it. You're not bulletproof. You're battle-tested. And that's more powerful. Because pain will still come. Setbacks will still arrive. But your perspective, your posture will be different. You won't crumble. You won't run. You'll face it. Because now you know the obstacle isn't your enemy. It's your invitation to evolve, to rise, to lead. So when the next wall shows up, smile. Because you already know what to do. Don't go around it. Don't run from it. Go through it. The obstacle is the way if you're brave enough to face it. And you are.